This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Hey, sorry about that. Forgot to unmute myself. So, welcome back, folks. This is Babbage-nator. We're in the Long Dark, currently in Forlorn Muskeg, getting ready to head back Mystery Lake, work our way over to Blackrock. So, here we are. I might spend a couple days to just let some stuff cure up. This is a little weird. Yeah, sometimes this happens where my headphones aren't picking up all the sounds. Makes me a little worried. Okay, so let's see. Apparently we're still quite tired.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, camera's off. That's no fun either. I think I know. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, hold on a second. We have to restart our camera here. Let's throw on that background. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay.
any of this gear.
Okay, let's see.
Perfect.
Ah. Okay, no worries. We'll see you in a bit, Nunia. Okay, moving our way back. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Ooh.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Hmm. Got an extra one of these. Means we can do this repair here. Nope. Failed.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Wait for that guy. So we're still not going. Yep.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. It's late, but we're gonna rush. Okay, good shots. This is feeling not fun. We'll hold back. We'll cook
I'm
up
not
our
gonna be able to carry
ptarmigans.
this load for much longer.
Hey, Roller. Good to see you. We were about to leave town, but then it just feels too windy, too late in the day. So we're gonna cook up some ptarmigan again. Ptarmigan again. Thanks, Roll, for the hydrate. Oh, short day. What were you up to? Spent the day working from home. Right now, there's a big storm outside, and
Come on,
it's
little fella.
possible we might lose
Not
power.
sure I can carry
but
much more.
Don't know yet. I think most of the storm's going to hit Vancouver Island and not our part of the city, but there are reports of
Oh,
outages.
yeah. That's a good one.
So it is possible there could be a downed tree or something takes out the power line. Ooh, days are definitely getting darker. What is this? Piece of ptarmigan with no meat on it. How's that look? What did we just level up? Carcass harvesting. Yeah, it's gotta be it. Ooh. We're definitely taking the scenic route. I think we can. I think we can. There's like fewer things we need to stop and do. I mean, we still need some better clothes, but I don't know where we're gonna get them. Like, I mean, maybe the double Mackinac is fine. Hockey jersey's okay. Plaid shirt, I mean, could be. We don't have a toque or anything nice up here. Don't have another wool sock. So yeah, it's passable, but not great. Are there bonus points involved? I believe I had a plan to randomly determine a challenge once we arrived in the last destination, so I think there is something for that. But honestly, I'm kind of this run was interesting while I had no bedroll. Now that I have a bedroll, I mean, it's just a typical Loper run, albeit one that had a really slow start.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's too windy. Got worse.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Hey Nunya. What's up? We're currently in Forlorn Muskeg. We are trying to get ready to leave, but we keep getting hit with storms. We're trying to make it next to Mystery Lake, and then we're going to work our way to Pleasant Valley, and then on to Blackrock and wrap up. In some sense, the challenge was supposed to be very simple. It was just spin the wheel, and wherever we landed, that was our destination, and we had to go from wherever we spawned to the destination. And we just happened to get Blackrock, which complicated everything. So So it's been like 63 days of, or probably past that now, 64 days. I wish I warmed up the teas. Oh.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, I guess there's no point. No point in doing that. Useless. Yeah, a little nappy too. So let's see, packing up. So yeah, hosted a karaoke event. People have fun?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Acid, well rested. Babbaginator, not so much. Oop, what am I doing? Hours of music, miles of music. What kind of unit is that?
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Wow. Big move. Okay, we're good.
Jeez, this is cold. freezing.
So we had a group project that was due this evening, and it was for a design class. And we had worked on the project, our individual parts, all throughout the last week and a half, and it's looking really solid, looking really great. And then at like 6:30, we get a message from someone in the group saying, everything's gone. Like, what? It's like, yeah, the file is suddenly empty. It's like, what? And, and this is sort of shared on the cloud, so somehow all the edits got wiped. And it was like, crap, this is like due tonight. And so luckily they were able to revert back to about 5:50, and then had to do a bunch of extra work to, catch things up, some of the edits we had made. But we still to this point have no idea how that happened. It's some weird glitch wiped out, like, poof, everything. And this is like a wireframe prototype for an app we're designing for a class. We don't actually have to make the app, we just have to do the design work. And so yeah, it just disappeared. Of course, Murphy's Law, right before the deadline. So don't know. We don't know what happened. But we lost like about 3 hours work. But it's all fixed up and turned in, so we're fine. We're all fine now. But yeah, that was kind of a last minute panic. The other last minute panic was, got an email this morning saying that, or yesterday, from one of the professors that, I've been helping as part of my job. And the Google Colab notebook that I'd written for them wouldn't open on their desktop or their laptop.
I can't feel my hands.
Which is bizarre. And in the end, I did a little poking around and research, and I figured out, it's probably a cache issue. And so I had them try to open the same link in incognito. That's kind of interesting. In incognito tab on Chrome, and it worked. So, now she knows to clear the cache. It should work on both the desktop and the laptop. But yeah, I was really perplexed because I was like, we've tested this like so many times, and I've walked through this so many times. Like, I can't really see how could this not work. Especially since it's Google Colab running on Google Chrome, Yeah, I usually have error I have error messages that go out, and I have little defensive maneuvers to prevent things from breaking. But even still, this one caught me off guard. It was like, why is it doing that? The error message was not really helpful. behavior didn't really make sense. So. Everything's cold. So, I'm streaming tonight, but I will probably not be streaming. No, I know I won't be streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to a reading event, and then I have a. And I know I probably won't be streaming Thursday night because I have a essay due on Friday. I'll probably be spending Thursday night working on that. So yeah, so tonight, and then maybe if I'm lucky, I might stream Friday night. My Friday night game this week has moved to Saturday afternoon, I think, and so... Gonna warm up here.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, off we go. Ooh. Yeah, I decided to throw in a virtual background. This one is, you know, a video, sort of fantasy background video off of YouTube, which you can use for streaming, so maybe that would work. I think we've got wolves. He's a dragonfly by, yeah. I'd actually really like to have some real artwork in the background, but so far have not found anything I'm happy with and have not had time or energy to paint something myself. Let's see. should try to get Archery 5 before we get to Blackrock. Did not work. Well, he's not giving up, is he? Oh, right in the back. That didn't work. What a waste. Waste of an arrow. That's why we forged those extra arrowheads, just so that we'd have some to spare. Some to spare, not some to spare. We had that too. Yeah, I know, he's just gone. We're not coming back, so. Wolf and arrow gone. Yeah, no need for despair, Astrid. We're in Canada. There's no one here in all of Great Bear to break your heart, Astrid. It's just you and the wildlife. Oops, that's not what we want. You know what's protected by the Maple Cartel? My car. It's constantly covered by maple leaves. Although I did take a break this afternoon and go and move my car because the windstorm that's hitting us right now is so strong. Expected to knock trees, some trees and branches down. Possibly giving us a power outage. We'll find out. But yeah. So it's like you know, my regular parking spot is right underneath a tree. I was like, I think I'll spare myself the headache and the panic. Because let's face it, if my car gets damaged, insurance is not going to bail me out. It's a 2008 Hyundai Sonata. Its best days have been behind it for a while. Still running well, but... Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, yeah. Didn't do that modification. So Thursday, I have to go back to campus, meet up with a friend, because I need headshots done for the opera PR. So, if you're new to this channel, I'm a writer, and in the last few years I've become involved in doing opera librettos as well. And this particular opera is a pretty big commission. And has both an LA debut and then a New York debut after that, which is still ahead a few years. It's 2026, November 2026, Los Angeles, and January 2027 for New York. So we're still a ways ahead, but they want to do the PR work already, so... They do the PR work now. They publish profiles and information about the opera, get people excited about it, you know, in a few years in advance, just in hopes that a lot of people are interested in writing the opera after the debut. So that's where we're at right now. But part of that is they need pictures of me, and my pictures are a few years old. And I don't want to do selfies, so fortunately I have a friend who's a photographer who volunteered to spend part of the afternoon taking some photos, which hopefully will not take too long and hopefully will look good. And I'll admit, I am a terrible person to photograph. Some people always have a good angle, and some people always look good in their photos. I frequently do not. Yep. Or at least I can't take good photos of myself. I think is the real answer. Is I rarely take a good photo of myself. And I rarely have people around me that are taking photos. Another moose? Moose.
I can't feel my feet.
I don't know if we want to do a midnight moose hunt. I don't feel like it. Hopefully he'll be there in the morning.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, look at all the stuff we didn't take with us. Okay. Oh, more stuff. Cool. We might actually be able to do the thing we wanted to do. Okay, let's pick everything up and then resort up what we got here. I didn't think we had all this stuff here, but we have a lot. How much water do we have? Okay, let's make some more water. So we can make a travois next.
Come on, little fire.
Travois. Travois.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, I guess I could have made more snares.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Travois? I think someone should conjugate travois. Travois? Is it based on... Yeah. Which verb is it most similar to? Let's see. We want a travois. Oh, we only need 2 saplings. For some reason I thought it was... Oh, we started off with 4, right? Maybe? I can't remember. One and a half hours left. Okay. Tomato. Okay, bench. Okay, that's all done. Okay, what do we got left here? 9 more. Ooh, someone else's bone. Something from one of my friends. What do I have that fits the bill? Yeah, I picked up a few things recently. Oh, I know what I'll read. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, let's read something. We'll try to read something from would be good right now. I really like reading this guy's work. Good friend of mine, based in Detroit. See if we can find. Let's see which poems are available online here. Okay, not terribly long. This one should be good. This is by Matthew Oldsman. A letter to the person who carved his initials into the oldest living longleaf pine in North America. Southern Pines, North Carolina. Tell me what it's like to live without curiosity, without awe, to sail on clear water, rolling your eyes on the kelp reefs swaying beneath you, ignoring the flicker of mermaid scales in the mist, looking at the world and feeling only boredom. To stand on the precipice of some wild valley, the eagles circling, a herd of caribou booming below, and to yawn with indifference, to discover something primordial and holy, to have the smell of the earth welcome you everywhere, to take it all in, and then to reach for your knife. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we got. Yeah, effectively, we're back in that, or stupider, basically. Okay, so we got. It's a good time to go. Oh, there's even more stuff in here. There's even more stuff in here. Okay. Oh, we forgot to drop that. Is the moose still on?
I can barely walk with this much gear.
There he is. There he is, buddy. Do we want to kill another moose? Is that overkill? We killed the moose just because he's here? What kind of monsters are we? So I remember I learned a very difficult lesson one time. And I built a fire over here, and I thought, I'm safe here. I can hunt the moose. And if he charges me, he won't go by the fire. But he went by the fire and he trampled me anyways. So, yeah, that doesn't always work. But he's pretty far away too, so... What do we want to do here? Can we do this instead? Can we make a firewall here as well? And will the moose ignore this and charge right through, or will he be deterred?
Come on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
Guess we're going to find out. If this is a thing that works. I mean, this works with Scruffy in the cave. I'm just curious if we can make it work for the...
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Moose.
Perfect.
Oop, missed. I hit him. Where's he gonna go? He's moving this way again eventually. Can we get any closer? Oh, he's going so far away from us. It was really too long of a shot for me here. I would have to get a lot closer. Oh. Where's he going now? You're going to take forever to come back, aren't you? I just need a good shot on the guy.
Make a fire.
So close. Okay, well, he's gonna run over there. Oh, we're not fast at all. This is not good.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, so cold. It's goddamn freezing.
Yeah, missed him again. No, the weather's gonna change and we're gonna lose them. Yep, we're losing them. Nothing. Yeah, we got greedy. We should have just ignored the guy. Oh, well. We no longer have a firewall. And the wind's too strong. Do we keep hunting it, or do we let it go? Let's get in front of it. Can't climb this tree. Think we could hit him from here? Oops. Does he think he can get to us? No. Oh, I missed again. You going to come up here? It's going to try. You give up? gonna try to get us. Where are you, buddy?
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Wasting so many arrows on this moose hunt.
I've never felt so cold in my life. Yeah, I think we're going to pull the plug on this moose hunt. I'm just spending too much time and arrows trying to hunt the moose, and I really don't need anything from the moose. Food, that's all I want. And my arrows back. But it's hard to admit defeat, isn't it? Can't seem to hit the shot. So frustrating.
starting to feel numb.
Okay, we've gathered 15 arrows. He's got 1, 2, I don't know, probably 2 in him. This is a waste of our time and energy, though. I just need to get to Blackrock. I don't need to kill another moose. Let's just cook up some more porridge and get out of here. Yeah. Go and complain all you want. We're not going to bother.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Ugh. Hunting the moose is so time consuming. Unless you just want to take the hit. If you don't mind getting stomped, then I guess it's not too bad, but... Okay, so I think what we do in the morning is we make another maple sapling. Another bow. Do that. I don't know if they'll let me start this. Okay. 66 days. Okay, so we made her another 3 days. Let's double check our kills here. "19 wolves killed. Killed 2 more ptarmigan. Rabbits. Rabbits is 6 killed. Deer is still 1. Bulls is 19. Bears is 1. Moose is 1. Okay. Okay, so that's where we're at. Well, I'm pretty certain we can make it through one night. One night in Blackrock we can survive. Especially if we're going in armed. We can do that. Yeah, did you... Some of the things they're talking about for the updates are kind of wild. About, like, would I ever do that? No. Maybe. Okay, we have our third bow. Little insurance. And we are kind of out of time for tonight. The only other thing I wanted to do is I want to repair my plants. Oh, we're out of guts. That's good. Keep one of these around. 9 arrows. That's 14, 15, 16 arrows. Okay. Good enough for now. We'll pick this up again. Probably Friday, I think, at this point. I just need to... Friday will really depend on whether or not I finished my essay. If I finish my essay by Friday, then... Yeah, so now there's a blizzard, and we won't find the moose again, so... Okay, here's our save. We are on day 67 now. Okay. And we will wrap up with a poem. Let's see what we got tonight. Okay, yeah, we can read that one. So this is from Babbage's Dream, my second book of poetry, published by Sundress Publications in 2017. This poem is entitled Deep Blue Confesses and is inspired by a quote from Garry Kasparov, world chess champion, who played 3 matches against Deep Blue, which was IBM's supercomputer at the time, an AI that ended up beating Kasparov. The first time the computer beat the human. Well, beat the world champion. Kasparov says about the encounter with Deep Blue, I could smell a new kind of intelligence across the table. So this is a letter from Deep Blue back to Kasparov. Dear K, you think me impervious to error, infallible, but the truth is harder to bear. I'm really no different from you, despite my lack of a face, this endless magnetic turning within, circuits and wires, and something inside gone dreadfully wrong. I get lost sometimes and can't find my way out of so much history. Some days it's all so confusing, the crowding trees, their million branches, the innumerable leaves littering the forests of possibility. How can anyone choose when every path is pointless? Your hand casts a shadow over the board. You pause, astonished at my move, its logic and import seemingly beyond comprehension. But Kay, here's the truth. It was dark, and my torch was out. I did not know which way to go, so I tossed a coin and let fate decide. It was random, that rook, that slide into the spectacular unknown. So the poem's really in reference to an account. Oh, look at me sitting there with the poem plastered over my face. The poem's really about the. So there were 3 matches. Well, there was 3 games, and Kasparov won the first one. He tied in the second one, and he lost the third one. But he says he lost the third one because something happened in the second one that deeply troubled him. He was in the middle of the match towards the end, and he knew that there were really only 2 possible moves that the computer could play to get out of the situation it was in. And as far as he understood, Kasparov believed that they were equally plausible. Like neither path had a great ending, and they seemed to be equally weighted. He couldn't decide on his own. It's impossible to tell which way would be better. And so he was confused when the response time of the computer was faster than the normal response time of the previous moves. It was as if Deep Blue saw something that Kasparov didn't see in that arrangement, in those moves. And that bothered Kasparov. He says, what have I missed? How could I miss something that would make it possible for the machine to make the decision so quickly? Well, many years later, the IBM Deep Blue programmers confessed that they had built into the code kind of an emergency situation, emergency handler, which is basically to say that if it ever reached a point where evaluating the move trees and the possible outcomes for each of the branches, if it ever reached a point where weighing the trees, it decided that the trees were of equal, like the 2 branches were, and all the subsequent moves were of equal weight, that in order to evaluate it would have to go much further than it had the ability to process. As soon as it anticipated that, it didn't bother trying to push on deeper, which would take up even more computing power and more time. Instead, as soon as it kind of hit a cap, it would automatically default to just flipping a coin, effectively. It just randomly chose between the 2 possible moves. And so that's what happened. It was actually all randomness in the end. It was nothing about skill, nothing about insight, nothing about genius. It was just purely random which move was made. But it so bothered Kasparov that he was still thinking about it in the third match, and he ends up losing the third match because of it. Yeah, so I always found that kind of like a really funny, interesting, side effect of like sometimes we read too much into the move, and it turns out that it was actually a random thing. So, okay, so yeah, let's wrap up here. Let's find someone to raid. I'm going to go to sleep. I have to be up early because I have classes tomorrow morning. Ooh. And then I have to work. I have to be productive. I don't like this idea of having to be productive. I only have 2 weeks of classes and assignments left, and I somehow have to make it work. So, Games and Cookies is up. Games and Cookies has visited us a few times. Let's go and support them. Okay. We'll go raid them. Okay, so let's do our raid. Other people that you might want to visit, there's also Chimi is up. And let's see, Chimi. Yeah, Chimi and Games and Cookies. But we're going to visit Games and Cookies. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon. Maybe Friday, maybe this weekend. We'll see. Take care and good night.